Hello everyone, my name is Dee, and if you're new here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and welcome to the family. So today we're going to be making this draped top here. I really love how it turned out. I used this mandala sparkle yarn. It's a Lion brand. It's 94% acrylic and 6 metallic polyester. It's 328 yards, 100 grams. As you can see, it's a light 3 yarn, and yeah, it recommends a 5mm hook, but I'll be using this 4mm hook. So you can use any yarn, any hook size that your yarn recommends. I didn't want big spaces in my top, so that's why I decided to use a smaller hook. So you're going to start by making a slip knot and then chain 4, and then you're going to skip 3 and make a half double crochet into the 4th chain like that, and then chain 2. This is our second row. Yarn over, and you're going to make a half double crochet into that next stitch where the chain is coming out of. And by doing that, we are making an increase. The chain is counting as a stitch. Okay, so into the next chain, you're going to make 2 half double crochets, and at the end of this row 2, you should be having 4 stitches. So for row 3, you're going to chain 2, turn your work, and you're going to make a half double crochet into the chain, into that stitch where the chain is coming out of, and then make a half double crochet into the next stitch, a half double crochet into the next stitch. Remember, the chain counts as a stitch, so we're going to make our increase into the last stitch here, which is a chain. So you're going to place there 2 half double crochets. So we're making 2 half double crochets at the beginning and at the end. And at the end of this row, you should be having 6 stitches. For row 4, you're going to chain 2, turn your work, make a half double crochet into that same space, a half double crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet into the next stitch, a half double crochet into the next stitch, and do the same into the next stitch. And you're going to place 2 half double crochets into the very last chain. So that's our increase. So at the end of this row, you should be having 8. You should be having 8 stitches, and you will notice that at the end of each row, you're adding 2 more stitches. Okay, so chain 2, turn your work, and into that first space stitch, you're going to place there a half double crochet, and you're going to make 1 half double crochets into each and every stitch until you have 1 stitch left. So once you have 1 stitch left, you're going to place there 2 half double crochets to make an increase. And at the end of this row, you should be having 10 stitches. So those are 10 stitches. Chain 2, turn your work, and you're going to repeat that same process. So it's that simple, guys. Make a half double crochet into the same space where the chain is coming out of, and make 1 half double crochets into each and every stitch here until you have only 1 stitch left at the end. And once you get to the end, you're going to place the 2 half double crochets, just like that. and at the end of that row you should be having 12 stitches. Chain 2, turn your work and repeat. Keep repeating that same pattern until you have a total of 33 rows, and I'll meet you back once you have that completed. So keep making an increase at the beginning and at the end of the row, and I'll meet you back once you have that completed. Here we are. I have completed my 33 rows, and from here we're going to stop making these increases, and so far this measures up to 16.5 inches. So we're going to continue with our work. So for the next row you're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, turn your work. So this time you're going to skip that chain, that space where the chain is coming out of. So you're going to skip that first space and make a half double crochet into the next, like that. And then you're going to continue with making 1 half double crochet into each and every stitch until you get to the end. And I'll show you what to do once you are at the end of this row here shortly. So once you get to the end, you're going to place only 1 half double crochet into that last chain. Remember, we've been making like 2 half double crochets, but this time we're making only 1 half double crochet into the stitch. So you're going to skip that first stitch and make a half double crochet into the next. So basically that's it for this part. You're skipping the first stitch. You're skipping the first stitch where the chain is coming out of, and then you continue with the half double crochets all the way until you get to the end. Okay, I'm now working towards the end. I have that 1 stitch left, and into the last stitch you place there only 1 half double crochet, and that's it. So you're going to repeat this until you have 13 rows in total without the increases. Okay, so you're going to be making 1 half double crochet on top of each and every stitch, and you're going to repeat that until you have 13 rows in total, like the ones where you're not making any increases. Of course, we have the first 33, but I'm saying that you make 13 more rows without any increases. And by doing that, you'll see that it's staying straight on both edges. So go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back at the end and show you guys what to do next. So guys, this is what we have now. I ended up making only 12 rows. I didn't make 13 like I had said earlier. So you can also adjust it to how many rows you would like to make for this part. So we're going to continue with our top. We're almost done. We're going to add only 5 more rows. So you're going to chain 2, turn your work, and this time we're going to make an increase. So you're going to yarn over and make a half double crochet into the next space where the chain is coming out of, just like what we were doing at the beginning of this tutorial. So now you're going to make a half double crochet on top of each and every stitch until you get to the end. Once you get to the end, don't forget to make an increase into that very last chain. So insert your hook and make and make 2 half double crochets into that same space. Turn your work and you're going to start with an increase into that same space where the chain is coming out of. So basically that's what you're going to keep making until you have 5 more rows in total here of increases. So go ahead and complete that, and I'll meet you back here shortly. So this is it. I have made my 5 rows of increases here, and this is what I have, guys. And we're now going to make straps, but before that I wanted to show you guys my measurements here. This measures up to 19.5 inches, and then it's 16.5 inches long. So next we're going to make the straps. You're going to make a chain long enough to where you want it. I really didn't count how many chains I had to make. I just made it long to crisscross at the back, and that's what you're going to do on both sides. And once you're done, this is how your top is going to look. And you're going to get one strap and crisscross it to the other side. And since this is yarn, it has spaces in it, you're just going to pass through the stitches like so, and then you tie at the back. So since the front side is wide, it's obviously going to fold. It's going to be folding like so. Yeah, other than that, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this short tutorial. I'll be back with another tutorial soon. I have already started working on it, so please don't forget to subscribe for more of my videos that are coming. Yeah, give this tutorial a thumbs up and share with your friends. And check that out, I didn't have to use the whole ball of yarn. I have this little left. So enjoy the tutorial. Bye.